Racer Radio on AM 1170 The Answer is sponsored by Love Radio Network. This is Racer Radio on AM 1170 The Answer. If it's a car, motorcycle, boat, or anything else with an engine in San Diego, it's on Racer Radio. Now, here's your host, Dave Stahl.
All right, folks. Hey, welcome back. This is Racer Radio, FM 96.1, AM 1170 The Answer. I'm Dave.
And I'm Michele.
And we're going to have Dirt Dude call in the next segment. They finalized their race last night, and actually everybody hung around and stayed late for a trophy presentation in lieu of, renting a hall and, having everybody come in and sit and then do the trophy thing. I kind of like the idea of doing it at the track. It takes a lot of pressure off the drivers and their families and their sponsors because they're all there anyway. So it's kind of like, it's a little easier on the drivers because some of the drivers come from out of town. And to come down to San Diego or even Ramona, wherever they hold it, and have a banquet and awards ceremonies, I think doing it at the track amongst your peers really is the best way to do it. So, and looks like Brittany Sandoval got third place in the season, if I'm not mistaken, or if I didn't read that trophy properly.
I thought that's what it said on the trophy, but she just sent us the picture. Yeah. So,
and that's a possibility because, like, one thing that Brittany did better than most, and that was stay out of trouble and be consistent.
Yeah.
She entered every race. She finished every race. Yeah. She trailered every race. She didn't get in trouble. She didn't crash into anybody or cause any mayhem.
Yes.
So, and that's, I think that's the perfect way to climb up the ladder.
Exactly.
And, so she should be extremely proud of herself. No ifs, ands, or buts about it.
And last night, in a field of 12, she came in 7th.
Right.
Woohoo! You go, girl. And she's the only woman, as far as I can tell from this list.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah,
looks to me like that's it for last night. So, and as far as the points, John Isabella's up there at the top. But guess who's number 3 in points? Miss Brittany Sandoval.
That's what I say. That's how she got her trophy.
Look at that. Very proud. Very proud of our girl who co-hosts this show from time to time.
Right.
Very good. Very good.
Yeah. Very impressive. I mean, and she never, I don't think she was really chasing points. I don't think that was her concern as much as it was just going to the event, having fun and driving.
Yep.
And the fact that she got a nice trophy.
Mm-hmm.
Hope she takes it to class and shows it to her kids.
Me too. But yeah, as far as just getting on the track and putting your best ride out there, she says she had a very dedicated crew. She trusted in her coach and channeling the right mindset and consistent driving.
Right.
Then all paid off.
And I think she learned every time she went out, and that was one of the things. I think that's one of the reasons why women do as well as they do, because they just don't go out and race. They actually, study it. I just got yelled at by Dirt Dude for letting him know that Brittany got third, but hey, he can embellish upon it. He'll tell us
more about it, how she raced.
How she actually got to it, because he's watched every one of her races, so if anybody knows how she gets there, and he should be calling in anyway, not giving me a hard time on phone. And Brittany just texts us and says, it'll be on my desk tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
God, the biggest thing is you're going to have to either look around it or get a ladder to be able to talk over it.
Uh-huh. Yeah. And then she can explain to the kids about dedication.
Well, there's a lot of learning skills to get where she got.
And I think you're right about women. We take direction and we will actually listen. I think we're pretty good listeners.
All right, so let's go ahead, take a break, because Dirt Dude should be calling in as we speak. FM 96.1, AM 1170, The Answer, right here on KCBQ.
On Racer Radio.
All right, folks, hey, welcome back. You're listening to FM 96.1, AM 1170, The Answer. I'm Dave.
And I'm Michele.
And this segment is brought to you by El Cajon Ford, where nobody treats you better than El Cajon Ford. Whether you're buying new or used, they will treat you just like family. And I don't know if you're aware of this, but about 85 to 90% of the cars that they have on their used car lot came from customers, not the auctions.
auction. Yeah.
So you definitely want to keep that in mind. Plus, any car you buy on the lot that's used can be serviced right there at El Cajon Ford. They have a quick lane service where factory-trained technicians can work on your vehicle no matter what the make or model is, and you'll still get the great prices that you're so used to getting there at El Cajon Ford. 1595 East Main Street in El Cajon. Big supporters of Barona Speedway, and we can't thank them enough for all their year-round support of Barona. And with that being said, we've got Dirt Dude on the line. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good. How about you guys?
Not too bad. What are you going to do for the rest of the year?
The rest of the year, the next 5 months, man.
Sleep.
That's what I said. What are you going to do? You going to come in and hang with us?
I am probably going to have to. Well, we'll do a couple desert trips, and then I'll have some monster trucks starting up in February, and I don't know, watch a lot of reruns and, try and catch up on racing whenever I can.
Yep. Well, it sounds like it. So last night sounds like it was a good time. And how did that work out doing the awards at the end of the show? Did everybody really like that?
Yeah. It kind of just ended so that way you're not coming back January, February in the next year. I mean, it's nice to do on a big banquet and everyone gets all dressed up and you come back, but a lot of people are like, they're already checked out doing stuff or made plans after the holidays.
Well, you have to
really
remember the banquet is only good for a very small handful of people.
Mostly just the winners, the
That'd be
champions, and then the people, the top five usually in the division are really going to be there for that.
So, and I get it, but I know I've sat in the audience and watched other people win, and it's not the most enjoyable evening. So it's kind of, I think, a very smart way to do it, because really you want, and you would get it at the banquet too, and that's your peers. Your peers are the ones that are the supportive ones, and the fact that you won the trophy, you won the whole series. But if you didn't win it, then you got to go spend money on that. I mean, I think it's a smart move. I mean, I'm sure there's pro and con, but I think it's where the awards should be, and that's at the track.
Yeah, we've done it a couple of times at the track, and we've done a couple of times at banquets, and it's mixed both ways, so you change it up every once in a while.
Maybe every 5 years, do it at a hotel.
Yeah. So, last night actually was pretty good. We had over 700 fans. We had 14 mowers show up and 65 cars. So it was a good turnout by everybody. Our junior sprints went with the open comp because they were done with their season. Cade McGowan had a big wing on his car, and that car just, ran really strong in the open comp division. The Mini Dwarf Masters, PJ Sexton got a main event win, and Charlie Carty and our Mini Dwarf Sportsman's got a main event win. I'd like to, give a shout out to everyone, our rookies of the year in the pure stocks. We had Jason Saunders. That kid just moved up a year and a half ago from the small track, one of our junior drivers, and he's racing on the big track now. Also the same with Cade McGowan. He got the Purple Pony Rookie of the Year. Shane Sexton got his 7th main event win last night, and he was the Rookie of the Year in the stock ponies. Jerry Anderson was the Rookie of the Year in the modifieds. The Streets Tanner Paquette, I think you might have talked to him or his dad before. Mm-hmm. And the dwarf cars was Jacob Colton was Rookie of the Year. Junior sprints, well, I don't know. This is the overall. I'll save that for the end because that's the overall championship for the divisions. Mm-hmm. Last night, California Lightning Sprint showed up. Dominic Del Monte got a main event win, and it was a good battle between him, Jarrett Kramer, Bobby McNoich, and Brent Sexton. So 21 California Lightning Sprint showed up last night. So it's a good group. Good turnout.
That's awesome.
We had 2 different lawnmower divisions. Some guys came all the way out of Arizona to race with us.
Lawnmowers.
It was pretty fun. they had like just a regular GP class, and it was pretty much you had to have the mower deck on it. The mower is pretty much a stock mower with a single cylinder. You could build it. You could kind of lower it a little bit, but it's a limited class, so you're really kind of limited on it was. Wyatt Rich in the 10 got a main event win, and then we went into the super mod lawnmowers, and this is pretty much you had to have a stock cow. and one section of the stock frame, usually the middle section of the stock frame. Everything else is, whatever you want to make of it. They had the twin cylinder motors in them, and they were just low and mean. I mean, they almost sounded like a drag Harley when they were going around the corner.
Really?
Down the straightaways. Oh, man. Gary Papps was one that got a main event win. And the last time they were out, the 16 Luke Papps, which is his son, got the main event win. So it was back and forth, and, just like they did last time. Dad actually beat the son. Last time, the son beat the dad. So but the 16 of Luke Papps, when he's coming out of turn 4 and into the straightaway, you can see him punch it, and the car just steps out. I mean, the car literally just is going down the straightaway sideways because it's got so much torque, and it's just going.
So did you strap one of those? Did you strap one on? Did you go out and take one for a ride?
No one would let me, dude. I would.
What do you mean no one would let you? Did you ask?
I didn't ask because, hey, it's not my equipment. I'm not going to go out and tear it out.
Well, I didn't mean you got to go 100.
I'm trying to do a show, I'd be entertaining out there, but
everybody would
cover for me.
Everybody, well, during intermission, I would love
intermission.
Yeah.
I don't get an intermission.
Well, you don't, but you could put your headset on and just go out there. You don't have to do a complete hammer down. I mean, you can go out and have fun with it because I know you want to drive one.
Oh, there's a couple of things I drive out there. So.
You drive them all.
We'll get back in the street stocks. Dave Capella got another main event win, 7th one for the night. Modified, Tarek Evans got his 3rd main event win. Our pro ponies went to Dennis Taylor with a 14th main event win. I mean, he pretty much dominated the whole season. Then the stock pony was the 7th main event win for the 36 of Shane Sexton. So. And our pure stocks were the last ones that finished out last night. Christopher Evans got a 2nd main event win. And our division champions was, in our super stocks, the K9 Mad Dog, Mike Lewell. Our street stocks was Paul Damberger. The dwarf cars was John Isabella. The mods was Royce Henry. Our pure stocks was Jason Aldridge. Our pony stocks was Russell Staley. And our pro ponies was Dennis Taylor. And last night, the dwarf cars were on their own, open comp thing. And they took off without giving me much information, but I did have Brittany was 3rd in points when I did the award ceremony. Robert Peters showed up with an open comp car and pretty much just ran away with it. John Isabella's got a fast car, and I said, watch, this is what you're going to see how much difference these open comp cars are. John Isabella's got a real fast car. Him and the 91 Ryan O'Connor kind of matched even for points wins, so those are 2 fast cars. John was leading, and then he just kind of flew by him a couple laps in and just, took off. So that's how much of a big difference it was. And to show you how cool it is that Brittany got 3rd in points, Ryan O'Connor was 2nd in points, and I think he had 4 or 6 main event wins. And John Isabella was 1st in points, and were tied almost pretty much for wins, 4 or 6. Mm-hmm. So your 2 most wins were 1st and 2nd, and Brittany was 3rd. So I'm like, that's a great accomplishment. That means she was just a standing, finishing every race.
Right.
Yeah.
Consistent. She showed up, she finished, she trailered. She showed up, she finished, she trailered. Stayed out of trouble, didn't get in didn't get in anybody's way. Super respectful driver, but yet consistent. And I think she learned every race because every race she would end up placing in a better location.
Well, it's nice because she didn't race last night, and I got to sit down and actually talk to her while we're watching, the hot lap session. So we got to talking. She was telling me a little about, the learning the lines, the learning of, get the game face and getting into the whole season. She got late into the season, really started focusing on what she was doing. So, she's talking about how she needs to change her focus and, where she needs to be focusing more. And then hopefully next year, win a main event. And 3rd in points is like phenomenal. I mean, that's great out of all the cars that we had out there.
Well, and here's the thing. She got 3rd in points over the whole season, and she didn't even race last night. She was able to throw that race basically away and still come in third? That's huge.
Last night was open comp, so that means they'd already finished their points.
Oh, I got you. I was going to say.
Last night was a freebie on points because, like I said, they already finished the championship. That's why they went, okay, bring whatever you want, and it's going to be open comps because there's no points being scored. So guys are showing up with wings. Some of these other guys had like these wedge-shaped dwarf cars. Then you could start running a different tire. So you can actually run like a sprint car tire, like the mini sprint tires, not just the normal, they're limited on size on what you can run on a dwarf car for a tire.
How was the show?
It was good. It went kind of long, got a late start into it, and it was just, a lot of divisions to go to. And then did the awards banquet afterwards. Had a band playing, had some food, gave out all the trophies, and then, just hung out afterwards and had some more food and just enjoyed the company that everybody had, for a while. And, because it's going to be, like I said, they're talking about looking at the schedule maybe sometime July, maybe end of July. So that's when they're going to come up with another schedule. So, but till then, we don't race till March. So, I mean, that's about 4 to 5 months we're taking off now. So,
well,
I got to thank the Salazars, Judy and Todd and Tricia, Troy, everyone. They really did a great job this year. Troy really brought some great tracks to us, and just Todd and Judy managing it, and then Tricia taking over for promotions and stuff. We had a great group of volunteers, from our scorekeepers to our flaggers to everyone working the corners, working all of our different sections. Staging, Nancy and Roger Harper. Roger took over race director, and Nancy took over staging after Debbie and Marv Chapman left. And it's been really great with them. They really took it over and really went with it. And like the whole banquet thing, Nancy did all the trophies. She found the people to do the trophies and did all that. She's been doing the trophies for the years since Debbie left. And there's just a ton of people at that track that are making that thing go.
Right. Well, you couldn't do it without them.
Yeah, it takes a village, is what they say. It takes a village.
And then you had that transition, too, with the Racers Against Drugs thing going on, too.
Yeah, that's still going on. And the Hot Mess is taking that over and starting to work with it. So she was there last night. I guess she went to Arizona to see some family, so she wasn't really racing at our track, but she came to watch. And everyone's getting ready for the last race in Paris now, because I think a few of our drivers are up there racing for the Night of Champions, I think is what they call it, or something.
Yeah, next Saturday.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it should be a phenomenal time.
Yeah, I was talking to Shelley Wooldridge last night, and Dennis is going to run, and she wanted me to come back. I'm like, oh my gosh, 2 weeks in a row. I don't know.
Dennis.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, buddy. Hey, so you'll be keeping the website alive and well all throughout the off season. Maybe we can get some more drivers to come in. Maybe do some KUSI, bring down some of the champions. We'll have a lot of fun. So you and I need to stay in touch. I'd love to have you in and hang out with us. Maybe covering motorsports, even, from maybe you'll actually get to go and watch.
Well, Brittany's got a ton of contacts, so she's going to be making sure our drivers are calling in for the whole rest of the season until we start up again. So, we got some people calling in talking about what they're doing in the off season, what they're doing, get ready for the next season. So,
well, anybody that trophied last night, and you went down for just first, second, and third each division?
I always started some of the divisions in the top 10, some were top 5.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying we need to get at least the first place guys. Maybe we can try to corral them and get as many of them come to KUSI, give them some on-air accolades.
Yeah, that'd be great. And like I said, you'll know when the schedule comes out, because everyone's going to be posting it.
Oh, yeah. All right, buddy. Hey, well, thanks a lot. Thanks again for being a phenomenal announcer at Barona. Trust me. You make it look really easy, and that's usually the sign of a good announcer.
Right. And he's such a great ambassador for the track.
Yes,
so well done, Dirt Dude.
Yeah, all right.
Thank you guys for having us on there and helping promote our track.
Always.
Look forward to seeing you in a pair of long pants.
Never.
I thought so.
Yeah.
All right, folks, FM 96.1, AM 1170, The Answer. Stay tuned. Gun Sports Radio's coming up. And I've got the man in the house, Mr. Dermisi. And he's going to lock and load and tell you everything going on right here on The Answer.
It's my
Racer Radio on AM 1170 The Answer is sponsored by Love Radio Network.